Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off. Go here on Sunday Night Primetime. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
As we begin this Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, Offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down. They're going to look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second in a couple. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
To Barkley on the check down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he spoke very eloquently and passionately on media day about what a victory here would mean for him. He knows this just isn't any other game. This is the kind of game that stays with you for a lifetime. If there's anyone on this field tonight who's most ready for this moment, I think it's this.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 54 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from taking the lead in the Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And some room to run now. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up second down.
At the Lions' 45-yard line.
Barkley, inside handoff. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That's a gain of 3.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 7-6 our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are once again back in front. Hurts will throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 80 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Lions.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Goff now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Bates' kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They begin with a run by Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Finally, his defense makes a stand. They'd given up touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but here they said, we got to put a stop to that. Good coverage there to force a punting situation and a 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Another run for Gibbs here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Gibbs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. The lead is up to 5. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. That one downfield for Dotson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second.
What you say, got that good food, Jay? motherfucker. Listen. I said, nigga, you always talking like that. First thing you said, too. Now check that real. This is that motherfucker. He said, I pulled it apart. He said, tell Jimmy, get him a hand, pull it up. That's what he said. I didn't hear it. Yeah, that's a bad motherfucker. That's how you cook it. I don't think I never been back to taste something better than I ever tasted. And they're really buck cracking it. I don't know. Back in the day. That's what I'm talking about. That was good. Oh, shit. I don't know if it just got us through hard times and it was good, but shit. Especially how we used to bring the buckets. Mm-hmm. All night. You know, cause Gary bring them box of chicken. Mm-hmm. We'll break that chicken apart, put it in some huh? Is it done? Yeah, we fucking it up. Alright. You got medium size? Let's go. It's in there though. Love goes best in little houses with fewer walls to separate. Where you eat and sleep. Chicago's together. You can help but communicate. And if we had more room between us, think of all we missed. Love grows best in houses just like this. What? What? I don't give a fuck about scared, nigga. I'll weigh in off the manager. You see, I can work in barbecue pit on my son's first. I knew we used to eat sausages and boudin when bro used to cook me a beat on the lunch train. This shit crazy. What? What? When? What? And what? Yeah? Oh, no, hell no. Oh, you talking about, oh, yeah. I'm mad with it. That's what I mean. New Year 2026, yeah. But I know, let me see something for start crying. I've seen it on the face. You seen it. Okay? You a football skill. You a football skill. He said I can probably run if you a little weight man. When I found out, like, damn. I thought it was those niggas. I kind of ain't there. I mean, crazy how everybody was nose on bitch. You got mad when ain't nobody goes there. Oh, yeah. Where you at, mama? Where's it to ride in the Uber man? Rudy? You heard that Bluetooth thing?
Let them know, chat. Tell them. Let them know, chat.
for? Fuck, nigga. Kick my feet up on you, fuck, nigga.
Yeah, let me put them all down here, man.
Half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Out of the gun, Goff. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 51 yards. And the Lions will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering it happened.
And a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return here will go to the 30. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And we are underway on Sunday Night Primetime. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Looking to throw on second down. Hurts. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here.
He'll try to do it himself.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
They'll run for the first time with his speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
A 23-yard run.
And the Lions are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught. It's the tight end Goedert. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Hey,
They'll go to Barkley again. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. And the call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
No touch it. No touch.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Goff going to shift him around.
Value 1. Turbo time.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Lions take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line.
They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Up the middle with Barkley.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They'll try and throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. Here's Goff. He'll try and do this himself. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They are going for it. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. That is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Barkley inside handoff. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This is caught. It's Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles have taken the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Now Goff looking to change the play.
Value three. Shell.
2nd and 11.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Hand off down to Gibbs.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw is Goff. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. This will be caught by Brown. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Great, set. Delta.
Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Great, set. Delta.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll try and do this himself.
And they can't bring him down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
And it's no good. Elliott pulled it. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously, and he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game, but you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as the Super Bowl progresses?
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. So 2 quarters in the books here in Santa. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they
touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Set.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll run with Barkley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
63.
He'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37th. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Great. Set. Tiger swamp.
They'll set up to throw. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
13 yards. And it's third down. Third and
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
They'll set up a throw.
Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line.
Eagles first
Hey, easy, 63, 60.
at the 17-yard line.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On 2nd and a couple. Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles.
Grant Calcaterra.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are back within a couple of the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
Hurts will throw.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And he's got room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
With a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight.
And the Lions have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 24. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Barkley. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Now back to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw.
Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
He'll look to throw.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Great. Trim it.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Back to throw. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
2nd down, goal to go. On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. He's back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now still down 1. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths, but it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied.
So what a Super Bowl this has been. All tied in the final minute as it kicks away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Oh, and that a very short game. They do get a first, but short pickups, not what they're looking for.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here comes second down.
Hey, lift! 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 What's that?
Now Goff. He's going to
let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Great. Set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Here's 2nd down.
No touch, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Hey, easy, 63, 60. No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
Elliott on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
And CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now.
And this is why the postseason overtime rules were changed, partner, to afford teams an opportunity to respond in this type of a situation, because in the past, this game will already be over, and the losing team will be making off-season plans. Now they've earned their way into a postseason. They do get a chance to answer after the other team scores first.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
They need a matching touchdown here to keep their hopes alive. Here's second down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now Goff with his first throw in OT. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, here we go. Now it's gut check time. They need to convert here to keep the series and their season alive.
And obviously, this is their biggest snap of the season. And across the line of scrimmage, how about that defense? They feel exactly the same way. And they know they're one stop from celebrating a win themselves.
And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
Yeah, nigga. Thought you was gonna come over here and beat me.
No, I had that first down in, nigga.
I knew you was gonna run that ball. I knew you was gonna run that ball because he 99.
Yeah, shit.
Hell nah. I ran up the middle.
I don't give a damn. I'm doing it anyway. It's all right, dude. All right.
Tell you.
Damn, bro.
Hey, man. That was a good ass game.
Yeah, nigga, shit. Overtime.
Matter of fact, you feel like playing again, huh?
I will. I'll play again.
Now, do you want to play again? Nah.